Hi, welcome to CleanEatingEssentials.com. My name is Sebastian Moenda, and today I want to share with you 5 tips on how to eat clean when dining out. Tip number 1, turn your meal into a salad. Now what I mean by that, if you're going to go out and have a sandwich, a burger, or a wrap, remove the carbohydrate, add more veggies and condiments, and there you go. Now you have your salad. Tip number 2, ask for less carbohydrates or simply don't eat them. So what you could do is ask for half the serving of rice that comes with that meal, half the serving of pasta that comes with that meal. You can add more proteins and more veggies. Most of the time when you go out to eat and you order a plate that has bread, rice, or pasta, if you look at your plate, carbohydrates usually make up 70 to 75% of your plate. So you want to bring that down so that they're only covering 25% of your plate. If you do that, you'll be good. Number 3, ask for no salt or less salt on certain items like fries, baked potatoes, and salads. Especially in restaurants that use iodized salt, which is a bit toxic for our bodies. It increases inflammation and it makes you retain a lot of water, so you definitely want to avoid that if you can. Tip number 4, substitute their salad dressings and make your own. Most restaurants, you can have the option to ask them for olive oil, balsamic vinegar, and lemon. Just use that and make your own salad dressing. Because a lot of times you might be going out to eat and you want to order a salad and you think you're doing something good, but once they put their salad dressing on there that's full of sugar and unhealthy fats, that just becomes a big bowl of green toxic chemicals. So you don't want that. Please avoid that. Tip number 5, avoid MSG by any means necessary. Now if you're not familiar with MSG, it stands for monosodium glutamate. A lot of restaurants use this to thicken their soups, to thicken their sauces, and to add a little extra sweetener to it. But the thing is that MSG is a neurotoxin. It actually creates holes in your brain. And it also is terrible for your insulin levels and your blood sugar levels. It sends them flying through the roof, and then shortly after you crash. Pretty nasty. So please avoid that by any means. Now those are the 5 tips. But I want to share with you also that eating clean is a lifestyle that you should be able to tweak and fit into any situation. Because if eating clean becomes too difficult for you to do, you're simply going to stop and just quit. And I don't want you to do that. I'm invested in your success. So I'm going to give you some extra bonus tips if you can't do those prior 5 tips. So bonus tip number 1, drink 2 glasses of water before sitting down to eat your meal. What this is going to do is going to help fill up your stomach, so it's going to hopefully prevent you from overeating at that meal. Bonus tip number 2, bring some enzymes, especially enzymes that are high in amylase and lipase. Amylase helps break down sugars and carbohydrates, and lipase will help you break down fats. Now for instance, I eat bread maybe 3-4 times a year, and it's usually at a party or at a family function. So if I know that I'm going to go to one of these, I bring some enzymes and I take anywhere from 2 to 4 capsules just to make sure to give me the support that I need to process these foods. And usually when I do, I don't feel bad the next day or afterwards. So bring enzymes and you're going to feel a lot better. Tip number 4, the meal that you're going to eat prior to going out, try to eat just veggies and protein. This way it helps balance out your calorie count for the day when you go out and dine and have a big surplus of carbs. Tip number 5, now if you can't do the prior tip, then the next day for breakfast, make sure you eat a carb-free breakfast. So maybe you can have eggs and sausage or a protein shake with some almond butter and ice. This way it's going to help your body process those carbs that are in your system and going to help them burn them up and use them as fuel. So hopefully you enjoyed these tips and you found some value. If you did, please share. If you're watching this video on YouTube, please subscribe to our channel. And thank you again for checking out CleanEatingEssentials.com. See you soon.